all alone in such a stacked lobby.
It's got 12 games to learn. Hero and Fahad have had actually 6 more than everyone else too, so they should be locked in. Ziandi refs guard can jump on top. It'll be Bloomy, who we know does not hesitate when he has a game plan. Shockwave back, and you saw it in his hands. Another bunker down, so Ziandi has some options. That sends refs guard flying away. He actually builds all the way up. Ooh. Bloomy could land one more. He does have it in his hands again, but what's the option here? They have to actually go towards Ziandi. Ziandi's blocking off where the next zone is, so Bloomy's looking for something. Meanwhile, the experience turning into points for Hero and Fahad. They find Reciprocal on the left. They're looking towards the right. A pickup for 2 overall. They're still finding more, as the fact that Ziandi has now just absolutely lit a blaze. Gets a lot of third parties involved. Hero's shots. Clicks finds Tax again. That's 2 eliminations as him just as a solo player. Anas and then Tax.
He's picked up. He's looking to pick up more.
Here comes Fahad with a flare. And now they have their sights set on Clicks, so who can move past this? Hero really wants it. It's a 1v1. Wants to take Clicks down. Vino and Queasy at the bottom, not going to be targeted like Thomas HD. And Hero fights Clicks air to air, and he wins.
He saw his prey, and he hunted him down. Hero really being aggressive right now. He's not even considering where Fahad is. He's just trying to take fights, and fights will come to him. It's Lardo, it's Bloomy. They're the ones in their faces, and they're the ones that come out on top.
Bloomy with 9 HP, so many heals, but does he have the time? Resurrection here will be huge. Putting a bunker down might spell that there's trouble though, so he has to be careful! Cannon shot blanks, that's the last thing he does, and will it affect the outcome of this game because Queasy just lost so much HP.
Queasy, Vino, so impressive in yesterday's tournament, and still performing at such a high level.
And this spot too, you might be wondering, why are they on this side of this mountain? There's nowhere left to go. It's actually pulling past it. It just depends on how this zone moves. They're trying to see if they can edge forward from the left side. Vino going right just in case it's not the case. Bloomy has gotten back alive, has full HP, and has the power spot. A king from his throne on top of this hill, and finds a big shot. Meanwhile though, a few usurpers moving through the sight lines at the bottom of the map. Aegis in the backside, no siphon there for you, my friend, and he can't land the mist. He will go down. Bloomy up top is still just raining absolute fire, but from the backside, Queasy, Vino make themselves known, and ERR from the backside too, as Lardo's trying to do anything to make sure this is possible. Steals the fan to run away, and now these guys are forced to shockwave out. Queasy from the bottom side is then pushed out of his bush. It's chaos on all sides.
Bloomy, Lardo in the prime position, and Queasy and Vino had something to say about it, but they return fire, they return the answer, and now it's Wox, who had his teammate taken away from him by Bloomy and Lardo, now trying to fight to stay alive, but he runs out of steam, and still somehow Gentle is able to win against Bloomy and Lardo.
If I'm on a hill, I'm Thomas HD. There's not a chance for anyone below me either. Still people gonna live. Malibuca's like, you need some help? I got a shot. Let's do it.
Ooh.
Oh my god, NM7.
And Kyle Gamer.
Magnetic.
Unreal right now. They're like fighting teams and just cleaning up the fight so quickly.
They're worth 2 Cybertron cannons just alone. As players, it looks like. Up top, Thomas HD doesn't have any powerful weapons, but
wow,
has his aim.
What a save. Malibuca was struggling, was about to go down. Thomas from way above just drops down and saves his duo.
Which is part of the game plan though, because these guys had that height. Not sure when they wanted to give it up. They could go from tree to tree. Now they're stuck inside the green.
Epic well trying to eliminate all of the green that isn't his, using that cannon. Anything that anybody can use to hide behind and escape his wrath, he'll look to eliminate. Kami and Vanyak patiently waiting in their bunker there.
Definitely not on purpose. That's an awkward bunker.
Yeah.
Everyone moving now. Epic well slightly towards the left. The first people to actually lock in and sit inside the new zone. Dark, another big pickup. Him and Gentle trying for the back-to-back. They go for the loot. They need some type of refresh here.
Oh my,
on rails, basically. Still tracking it, 41 to the head. Oh my goodness, one more shot was needed. And they're trying to grab open bunkers, but they get cracked themselves. Malibuca from the sidelines, from a different earth entirely, lands huge shots and sends the Middle Eastern duo into absolute disarray.
The cannons, you always have to be on the lookout for the cannons. Acorn, Epic will playing an aim trainer right now of all these different players, glide through the skies. Can't really connect with anything, but what will connect with them for a moment was a cannon we thought. Gentle, still alive somehow, even after all the pain they went through.
Oh no.
But how much longer will he stay alive? You saw where he was moving to. Thomas going for a revive. Such a dangerous time to do it, but it's his only hope in this game.
Yeah, it's Malibuco who has the big loot. Epic Will has the big position, though, and they're actually exhausted, fatigued. They have no Cybertron cannon ammo. Acorn looking for the clutch shockwave, and it hits! Actually sends a few people flying. Booga on the back lines, finds a few more shots, and now it calms down.
Booga and Frets. Looking good. Frets has been on absolute tear this game. And he's going to continue, but Epic Will might have something to say about it.
If Epic Will a sliver, he'll give you 80 damage, and they repurpose and structure up their bases again up top. It's Booga coming in close, and they get bumped out. Now everyone has no control inside. Sun's low HP. They have the best spot on the hill, but no damage to do it. Getting stuck up on Thomas HG might not be his space, but he still lands shots. AD tries to dodge, not even a chance. Gentle from the top rope has one more shot to take. It jumps, and it hits. And now he's got Cybertron. He's got some space to work with, but I feel like there's a duo in front of him. It's Acorn on the bottom side. It's beaming him as he drops down. The big shot over to the left, and he bobs, weaves. Acorn wins 7 elims, and Epic Will pops off 2.
Another victory for that team. 2 now for this duo, and you can see just how happy they are.
Which isn't even bad. 20th is not even bad compared to some performances we've seen. And these two, again, just have to stick with the game plan. It's been rough for them. Obviously not going to plan, but Quanti, again, looking to try and make what he has work here. Kika will be taken out. Kenzo taken out as well. That duo will be done for now. Quanti just looking to try and hold a line of sight. That bunker not going the way they want. Just trying to get some health back to it and really not left with any options but to take the gunfight. Kanata and Agers claiming the island earlier on. Rocking these mythic drum guns, which a lot of times are overlooked. It has a little bit of a longer range potential to most other shotguns in the loot pool right now. So it's definitely an interesting change in the way you have to take fights. But these two definitely have the experience to adapt on the fly as they'll look with their cannons to try and bust one of these bunkers up. Still on the outside of the Hall of Whispers. Rizandy losing rest guard in the process down here on the low ground. Just brawling. Really nothing left but left in shambles.
Yeah, while it is a shambles situation, Blake and Cease are going to go ahead and find Rizandy there mid-air to clean that one up. But now the fight continues on as Suns and Alex still in the game. They are the OCE duo and the only OCE duo hanging out here, of course. Muzz made his way from OCE to NA, but he's an NA player now.
Absolutely. He is through and through. Blake and Cease, though, got out here. Epic Whale and Acorn, the ones that do it on low HP, but now Epic Whale's knocked Acorn alone. Looking towards Baka and Pars for putting the pressure on, connecting with the Cybertron cannon. Gonna be looking for the opportunity for the res. But again, grabbing the heals he can. Axe Force and Vortexers looking to force Suns and Alex out of a comfortable position. They have the mythic drum guns as well. Acorn trying to grab any extra utility before he has to hit the little left foot, right foot to rotate into this next zone. Suns and Alex will fall to Casker. Still inside of these buildings, trying to hold on to any sort of natural cover they can. Optiv Fluger still in this game. Top 7, looking for a solid performance as they're trying to find some more eliminations. They have 3 in total. Putting out shots with the MK, Vortexers and Axe Force, backside of zone, trying to make something happen here, but it's going to be Hero, the one to take them out. Unsuspecting shots from the backside of zone.
Now here it is, Fluger and Opt in a healthy spot here to finish this game strong. But no, if anybody has anything to say about it, it's of course Dark and Gentle yet again in the end game. And it's going to be a tough situation for him as Axe Force is going to go down. And Fluger does end up picking that one up. But no, he's going to go down to Casker. That's going to leave Opt as a solo.
And just like that, we're into the final moments of this game. Dark and Gentle looking to try and go for the 2-time on the day. Opt back in zone, connecting on the shots with the Maven. And Dark and Gentle, 8 eliminations in the Victory Royale. Here to find them with 7 eliminations and a vehicle still at this point in the game and some shockwaves, so still moving, grooving. The deal, Mr. Savage. Lots of duos left. Not many solos in this one as Acorn, Epic Whale finding another low HP. The bunker will go out. Great timing Immediate, no hesitation from this team as they'll look to try and pop some heals. The med mist immediately out in the hand to spray themselves. Karmi, Vaniac, one is down. Acorn looking to try and identify the body, maybe find a refresh. Spots out the team just below, though. Not even going to look at the loot. It's not going to be worth.
Yeah, it's not going to be worth it in that situation, but nevertheless, we do have Epic Whale and Acorn still in this one, which looked a little risky there for a moment, but Cammy and Japko, while they're alive here, they need to stay alive for a little bit longer. That huge lead they had on the day is starting to dwindle away as Dark and his teammate Gentle have just continued to dominate in a big way.
8 eliminations here. Japko, Cammy. Japko still won the MVP on day number 1 for the fact that he could pick up these high number of eliminations consistently and still holding that true here in day number 2 as reciprocal. Gasker low. Looking to pre-pop this slurp juice before taking the fight. Malabuka spotting out Epic Whale and Acorn on the low ground. 2 HP. Shockwaves are out. Malabuka trying to weave through here. Finds the knock on the Epic Whale in the moment to pop the med mist. So close to the edge of zone. Not going to blink for a moment, though, as they continue to put pressure on. Japko finding another 2 players. 10 eliminations already as we're just into the top 10. 6 teams left, 11 players remain. Reciprocal taking a lot of damage here. Quanti trying to trade the shotgun shot, but goes down.
And here it is, the final moments of this game, and it is all for them as Japko and Cammy making the biggest plays here on day number 2, and it is coming down to this. Vidil, Mr. Savage have the height advantage. Can they continue to control the players down below as everyone is trying to reconvene and collect their thoughts? But Karmi, of course, hanging out in the car, kind of living up to his name there a little bit, Ben.
Making it worthwhile, too. Nema knocked. Not really interested in trying to make something happen here as Karmi will hang out. Cal Gamer solo low ground. On the far side, trying to swim their way to victory, but sent back to the lobby. Vidil, Mr. Savage in a great spot. Line of sight cover, no need to invest utility. Japko and Cammy on the low ground. If they could somehow make a play here to try and close the distance, I'd be very surprised as Vidil and Mr. Savage are geared up here to make something happen and close out the game. They just need to hold on to it. Preserve as much of these AR ammunition as possible. Karmi's still in this game. Deep in zone, trying to use any bit of med mist or chug cannon charges left, but here it is. Here's the move. Vidil and Mr. Savage. Now the fight being brought to them. Japko not able to do it this time, so Cammy has to pick up the slack, but no, Mr. Savage and Vidil deny it until the other player falls in zone, so there it is. Mr. Savage, Vidil, the victory royale.
The excitement coming from this duo is insane. You love to see the win here.
Baka.
It's looking good as Ziandi here grouping up with Refsguard. They were looking incredibly strong throughout this whole tournament, staying in that top 3, top 5 as the day goes on. And Malabuka has been up for so long without porta bunkers, without shockwaves, with nothing, but he's still up just like Epic Whale. They're crouched behind the bunker. You really have to be sneaky in this game mode.
Malabuka going down as you were speaking about him.
No, they cast a curse. No. Bloomy though. Gonna get in that engagement. 2 versus 2. It's Pink. It's a Nos. As Pink goes down, it's all up to a Nos. Now he hits that 1 pump on Bloomy, though. Lardle now, the 1 versus 1. Who is gonna connect more shots here as Lardle does it and Nos goes down, but now
HP.
He has to be careful. 17 HP, edge of zone. Just 24 seconds until it starts closing here. But Mu and Tax, they've been holding strong.
Yeah, they're lasering Opt right now, and they're making sure that they do as much damage as they can before... Oh, they're getting caught in a bad spot. 16 players left. Opt going down.
Refsguard, Ziandi, 8 eliminations total. Taking those shots with the Cybertron cannon. But you gotta be careful where you aim it, Refsguard. Yeah. Losing some HP himself here, but almost a double-digit elims. This could be a huge match for the duo.
He's not even holding a shotgun. He was just holding meds in the cannon and the MK.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. Acorn actually went down, and Epic Whale just chilling, waiting for the placement points.
Taxmu continuing strong here. 5 eliminations for the duo, looking to rack up a bit more as Hero and Farhad now. 2 total elims, popping that legendary slurp juice to stay in the zone just a bit longer as they continue their rotate. But Refsguard and Ziandi having a nice rotate on the non-congested side of this zone here. Hero with another elimination, takes out Dark. Gentle, I believe, as well.
8 players left. It's looking really good for Fahad and Hero. They just gotta get to zone because it's taking for so much damage. Tax getting taxed for so much. Refsguard, 23 HP. Tax.
unstoppable. Ziandi, 6, 7 eliminations for Hard, goes down. Mixin, Blotcha still up as a duo, 5 total eliminations. The 2 versus 2 now, 4 players up. Refsguard Ziandi going against Mixin and Blotcha.
Oh, Andy got him down with a cannon. It's a 2v1 now. Andy versus Blotcha, but Mikeson, oh, this is intense because Andy has the most HP. It's a 1v1. They're both knocked. Andy throwing the shockwave, get in the end zone, going for the Elin. Oh my gosh, Andy making a pro play right here. He's taking so much damage to Storm. Andy has to go to zone, but he has to watch behind him because he might get lasered. Mikeson running out of med mist. He has to get the zone. It looks like he's going down to the Storm. Andy about to look back. He found another med mist. It's med mist versus med mist right now. 1v1. Mikeson just staying in the Storm. It's looking good for Andy. I think he's gonna take the win. He's getting shot. 1 HP in. Andy with the victory royale. Let's go!
The excitement,
look how hyped they are.
The energy, the hype. Andy and Refsguard not only with the victory royale, the double-digit elimination victory royale, total of 14 eliminations. For this.
When you risk it and it works out for you, that's usually when you end up winning the game. So I wouldn't be surprised if Thomas, HD, and Malibuka, if the zone goes towards them, it looks like it's a guaranteed win.
Just shows how quickly things can turn from peachy to rotten tomatoes for Anis and Pink.
Yeah.
As Thomas HD now claims the prime position. This is a duo we talked about all weekend. Haven't quite performed to their best, but unfortunately they're going to be tested to the very end of the day. As of course this is a really difficult pole for them as Malibuka does take out Pink in the feed right there. We see him picking up that finish as well. Hasn't got anything in the name of rotation. Unfortunately, that is his demise. Thomas HD with the ice cream still playing the Storm as well, trying to claim as many of those placement points as possible. Huge moments for Thomas HD, but of course Dubs and Xep in this end game as well. 6 eliminations for them.
Wow, yeah, it's 7 eliminations now.
Wow.
It looks like this is their game to make a comeback, and it's never over because tomorrow there's a 50% increase from day 1. So 18 eliminations points for tomorrow. So every elimination is 18 points, but today it's still only 15.
Look at this though, from Cammy and Japco actually going inside of the vault. They know no one's going to be inside there. This was just a place that was inside of the Storm just now, but they have to be very, very careful. What are they going to find in there? Because there's only one way in and there's only one way out, so they have to be careful to not get trapped. For Hero right now, he's out in the car.
Yeah, as I was talking about earlier, Hero is just relaxing in the back of a car, and nobody's looking at him. He's acting like he's not there, and it's actually working out for him.
Beautiful stuff. Japco getting inside of the area of Trippin, and he seeks him out. It's a game of hide and seek, and Japco has one as Trippin says hello to the lobby. As Cammy, of course, now has to make his rotation in. I like this play from them, just playing a little bit more underneath. They're not trying to claim power positions because they know that they just need a good game to keep them on top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, look at Mikeson on high ground. He actually has the best position right now, but he has to be careful because Storm is moving, and he has to move ahead if he wants to keep high ground.
I like this from Mixon. He might actually get Shockwave onto that helipad, very much Shio Wager-esque with the helipad. As we see him all the way up on top. Can he do that? I think he's going to make his way in as Age is now trying to clutch up as a solo. 1 elimination for him, 3 total for the team. As now Cammy and Nikov and Hero are all inside of the same vehicle. This is 3 different teams, 3 individuals all taking a taxi ride together.
Yeah, I don't think he noticed he was in the backseat just relaxing. And when it's endgame, it's hectic. Mike's still chilling on high ground. He's marking the next zone as well. He's planning.
I like this from Mixon though. He's looking to try and use this shockwave to his advantage. Is he going to use those zip lines? Of course, maybe not, but Anaz literally on 1 HP, having to traverse his way through as Hero now inside of the box, having to get his way out, of course, as well. This is huge moments for him. He's taking on Dukes and Klitsch as a solo. Can Click clutch up? It could happen, but now we hop over to Anaz, who is trying to sneak through the gap, but it's not quite happening as Mixon, he's the king of the hill right now.
Yeah, it looks like it. Oh! And that's taking down Pars as well. It's a 2v1. Clicks and Duke versus Mikeson. Oh, and the 2v1. Clicks and Duke take the win.
Beautiful stuff. Clicks and Duke, they've had it difficult all weekend, and finally they've managed to come out with a
Vixen Duke's victory there as well. I mean, a lot of solos at the end there, and a leaderboard for you folks at home watching. Remember that our point format here on the show, of course, is each day with 3 days, 6 games per day, but the best 5 scores of each of our teams per day will be the ones counted towards their final score. And you can see here at top spot there, they are
30.